Hi, this is Steve bringing you another exciting audio commentary on the Ielts. Welcome, and I hope you're ready for a discussion. Today I'm going to discuss Lesson 2, which is all about paraphrasing. Paraphrasing means rewording a phrase or sentence by using different words in order to make it easier to understand. It is one of the most important skills to learn before taking the Ielts test. It is also useful in all parts of the Ielts test. In Ielts, repeating the question when answering is not advisable. Instead, paraphrase the question. To effectively and accurately paraphrase a question, skills in listening, vocabulary, grammar, and comprehension are required. Using idiomatic expressions and synonyms is necessary to avoid repeating the words over and over, and having adequate knowledge in grammar is useful in sensibly changing the form or structure of the question. Here are some examples on how to paraphrase an answer. In the examples, the examinee 1 used the exact words in the question. This kind of answer may be good in other types of tests, but in Ielts this is a poor way of answering. On the other hand, examinee 2 used paraphrasing, which is the recommended way of answering an Ielts question. As a result, examinee 2 has a greater chance of getting a higher score. There are 4 ways of paraphrasing statements. Use synonyms, change the form of the word, change the word order, or change from active to passive voice. Let's examine how these methods are implemented. Using synonyms simply replaces the original words in order to express the same thought in a new sentence. Changing the word order is an effective way of paraphrasing a sentence, but the change in order should be grammatically correct. It may require adding or removing a word or changing the word form. It is important, though, not to change the word order if you're not completely sure. When changing the form of a word, use different word forms of nouns, verbs, adjectives and adverbs. Changing other words in the sentence may also be needed to ensure that the paraphrased sentences are grammatically correct. The last method to paraphrase is to change from active to passive voice. This method of paraphrasing is used to indirectly state an opinion. It also allows you to paraphrase without using synonyms or changing the word forms. These 4 methods of paraphrasing can be used separately or together. However, you have to make sure that the meaning of the paraphrased sentence does not change. Remember, do not paraphrase a sentence if you're not sure. We've reached the end of the lesson on paraphrasing. Give yourself a pat on the back for making it to the end. Refer to your notes often to be guided accordingly, and I'll see you in the next discussion. Bye!